side. Patience. Margaret Ann, hey.
My name is Tasha Gravel, and I'm 32 years old. I was born in Gardner, Massachusetts, and raised for the most part in upstate New York. I am a mom first and a sister second. I have 6 sisters and a pretty solid relationship with my mother and father. Growing up, we moved around a lot. And when I say a lot, that's not me over-exaggerating. My parents are what most people refer to as gypsies, never staying in one place long enough to have friends or even a life, really. We have lived in New York, Massachusetts, Maine, Michigan, New Hampshire, New Jersey, and North Carolina. Moving so much was never easy, but it was a life we became accustomed to. Not only did we move around, but we were also constantly going on vacation. New York City and Washington, D.C. were some of my favorite places to visit, but with that came apprehension. We never really knew when we would be moving. Most of the time, my parents would have us all pile into our car, stating that we're going to visit such a place. But 45 minutes into the drive, my mom or dad would then break the news that the life we had just got used to living would no longer be ours. They would act like it was a fun surprise or some practical joke and tell us they pranked us and we're actually moving on to somewhere new. For the most part, we would usually move back to what I call home, Messina, New York. It was the town where most of our family lived, and it was the place where I felt most at home. Moving so much, as one could imagine, school never came easy to me. We had just started learning multiplication in the 4th grade when we moved, and at my new school, they had already been taught it, and the teacher had moved on to division. Because of this, I missed out on a lot and had to play catch up. I was never an honors student by any means, but school was my escape, and I always pushed myself to do well. I wanted the stable life that we didn't get as children. But with that said, in my junior year of high school, at just 16 years old, I got pregnant for my oldest child. This led me to drop out of high school and to rely on others to get by. After many years and an ugly divorce, I finally got my GED. I didn't want to live my life just day to day anymore, stretching myself thin to pay the bills. I wanted more. I want what life has to offer me. I always knew I loved children. So I started applying for college, thinking about what I want to do for the rest of my life. Initially, child therapy was at the top of the list. But as I thought more about it, I knew that only one job could truly satisfy the craving I have inside of me. I decided to declare my major and pursue a Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education. I want to be the teacher that I loved when I was younger. I want to be the teacher that students very much are in need for these days. I want to push my students to do their best while cheering them on along the way. And I want to be that person they can come to and confide in when things aren't so great at home. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.